These red Kashmiri chilies are the star in this recipe. Hi everyone, welcome back to Cravings Food Adventures. I'm Ahmed. Today you're in for a treat because I'm making a Goan Masala Kheema. Now this stellar recipe is the brainchild of my friend Alves Fernandes. He is on the group Traditional Goan Foodies on Facebook. I've talked about this group many times. Alves is an accomplished cook and he shares all of his delicious recipes with us. Now I have so many different Goan Kheema recipes that I've used over time, but whenever I have a big occasion and I have family and friends over, I always make this delicious recipe. I know you want to learn how to make this recipe. Before I go any further, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I upload new videos every week, so make sure that you're subscribed so you're the first to see it. Also hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Now let's make this keema. I have 2 pounds of regular ground beef here and I'm just going to give this a really simple marinade. Add salt to taste, and I'm also just going to add the juice of a lime. 1.5 tablespoons each of ginger and garlic paste. Mix this in well, and I'm just going to leave this aside while I work on the masala. As I mentioned before, these gorgeous red Kashmiri chilies are going to be the star of the show. They're not too spicy and they give out a beautiful red color that I just love in this recipe. These have been cleaned and de-seeded, and I'm going to grind these in my food processor. Next, I'm going to add a 2-inch stick of cinnamon and 4 cardamoms, followed by 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds, 2 teaspoons of white poppy seeds, as well as 1 teaspoon of cloves. Now these are roughly about 30 cloves. I'm also going to add 1.5 tablespoons of black peppercorns. These are roughly about 60 black peppercorns. And you can't have a masala without turmeric, so I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Now just a quick note about the turmeric, it does stain and it doesn't bother me as I'm using a metal food processor. But if you have a plastic jar, you may want to add the turmeric after. I'm just going to close this now and process it till it's a nice fine powder. Now for the wet ingredients, I'm going to add 1 cup of roughly chopped garlic. This is roughly about 12 cloves. And I'm going to follow that with a 1/2 cup of roughly chopped ginger. This is just about a 2-inch piece. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of vinegar. I'm using Goa Vinegar, but feel free to substitute red wine or malt vinegar instead. Grind this up and add water as required till you get a nice smooth masala paste. You can also add more vinegar if you wish. The ground beef is now ready for me to boil. You can use lamb, mutton, or even ground chicken for this recipe if you wish. Add 1 cup of water and start to boil the ground beef. I'm just going to put a lid on this and cook this till it's about 75% done. If there's any meat scum that floats to the top, just remove it. After this is about 75% cooked, just remove it from the heat. In another saute pan, I'm going to add some oil and I'm just going to fry up about 1 cup of cubed potatoes. Now I love potatoes in this dish and I think it's an amazing contrast. Once these are just about halfway done, I'm going to remove them and just set them aside on some kitchen towel. In the same saute pan, I'm going to add 2 cups of diced onions. Now I like measuring this in cups as the size of onions and tomatoes, etc. differ from country to country. I'm going to saute this till it gets nice and translucent, and then I'm going to scrape all of that luscious masala paste right into my saute pan. I'm also going to add 1 cup of fresh diced tomatoes. I'm just going to give this a few moments to heat up. Before I mix everything together, I'm going to cook this masala base for about 10 to 15 minutes till the tomatoes have had a chance to soften and blend in with the masala. Next, add the boiled ground beef and the water back into the saute pan. Mix this in and allow that masala mixture to coat the ground beef. I've added some water to my food processor so nothing goes to waste, and I'm just going to add this in as well. I'm now going to put the lid on this and allow this beef to fully cook. One of the things we love to use in Goan cooking is this little stock cube. These usually come in small packages that look like this. I'm adding chicken, but you can find this in beef or vegetable as well. I've just finely sliced this just so it's easy to dissolve in this curry. I'm just going to add this in. Add some salt to taste, but remember that the stock cube contains sodium as well. Next, I'm going to freshen this up with the juice of a lime. And I'm just going to cover this and allow it to cook. You will see that that oil and red color from the masala floats to the top, and then you know it's done. Taste for salt and add salt as required. I'm going to add half a cup of vinegar. I'm using Goa vinegar, but feel free to substitute red wine or malt vinegar instead. Finally, I'm going to add 1 cup of frozen peas and 2 green chilies that I just slit horizontally. I'm going to add those half-cooked potatoes back into my saute pan. I'm going to cover this and allow them to cook. Garnish with coriander, and this is ready to eat. Thank you so much for joining me in Cravings Food Adventures. I really hope you enjoyed this amazing recipe for Goan Masala Kheema. Thank you, Alves, for sharing your recipe with us. Make sure, guys, that you're subscribed to my channel. I upload new videos every week. Share my videos with your family and friends. I really hope to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Also, follow me on all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Till I see you next time, take care, guys. Bye. Alves is one of those very